Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear shareholders of BASF SE. Wherever you are, on behalf of the board here in this room, outside, or on the internet, I would like to welcome you, extend a very warm welcome to our annual meeting on behalf of the Board of Executive Directors. 2011 is a very special year for our industry. It is the International Year of Chemistry. For BASF, the chemical company, this is an added incentive to top the success of the record year of 2010. And it is looking good. Our swift and decisive action and our efforts to actively shape the future during the crisis years are now paying off. We have emerged stronger from the crisis. This is reflected in the steep upward curve that has led us to new records in the past year. The passion and extraordinary commitment of the entire BASF team worldwide made these results possible. I thank all our employees from the bottom of my heart for their exceptional efforts during the past 2 years. For the first time in the history of BASF, we are paying to our employees worldwide a special bonus of 50 million euros in recognition of their efforts. The good news for all of us, but especially for you, our shareholders, is the performance of our share price. It reached a new all-time high in December and continues climbing. BASF shares were up 37% in 2010, significantly outperforming both German and European stock markets and global industry indices. In the long run, BASF shares are also a worthwhile long-term investment. If you had bought BASF shares for 1,000 euro at the end of 2000 and reinvested and plowed back the dividends every year, you would have had 3,663 euro by the end of 2010 in your depot. This translates into an annual return of 13.9% per year, which is significantly higher than the DAX, Eurostoxx 50 and MSCI World Chemicals indices. As you can see, your confidence in our long-term strategy pays off. The dividend we are proposing to today's annual meeting also reflects this. We want you to benefit from 2010's record results through an attractive dividend of €2.20 per share, an increase of almost 30% over the previous year. You know us well for having ambitious targets. We want to increase our dividend every year, or at least maintain it at the previous year's level. The strong economic momentum in the business year 2010 surprised us all. But BASF was well prepared and was able to benefit fully from the upswing. This was particularly true for our chemicals business, in other words, the chemicals, plastics, performance products and functional solutions segments, but also for agricultural solutions. This led to record figures. Compared with the previous years, sales rose by 26% to around 64 billion euro. Income from operations, EBIT, improved by 111% to around 7.8 billion euro. And, very important, we earned a record EBIT after cost of capital of 3.5 billion euro. This success is continuing in the first quarter of 2011. BASF had a powerful start to the year. Capacity utilization rates in our plants were good. In particular, demand in our chemicals business increased compared with the same quarter of the previous year. Sales grew by 25% to 19.4 billion. The Cognis businesses, acquired in December 2010, made a significant contribution to this substantial sales growth. EBIT increased even more and rose by 39% to more than 2.5 billion euro. Sales volumes and margins continued to improve. With our regional strategies, we are pursuing the ambitious goal of growing on average 2 percentage points above the market in all chemical markets worldwide. Asia will contribute close to 2/3 of future growth, making it the most important engine of growth. BASF recognized this potential early on and has invested with foresight in recent years. We are excellently positioned in the region with our Verbund sites in Nanjing, China, and Kuantan, Malaysia, as well as several other sites. By 2020, we want to generate more than 70% of sales from local production in Asia. To achieve this, we invest heavily, for example, in expanding our Chinese Verbund site in Nanjing with our partner Sinopec, in expanding our specialty chemicals business with our partner Petronas in Malaysia, in building an MDI complex in Chongqing, China, which is, for instance, used in schools. This MDI complex in Chongqing, we got the approval at the end of March. And in developing the Asia-Pacific Innovation Campus in Shanghai, which will strengthen our research network in the region. These measures will bring us considerably closer to our goal of growing our sales to significantly above 20 billion euro in Asia. We work closely with around 1,900 partners from science and industry worldwide. In 2010, we further increased our research and development expenditures again to approximately 1.5 billion euro. And this will continue. And this has proven to be successful. We significantly surpassed our goal of generating sales of 6 billion euro from product innovations that have been on the market for no more than 5 years. With 1,100 new patents, patent applications, we were once again at the forefront of our industry in 2010. Important for you to know, ladies and gentlemen, our innovations help to solve major global challenges. I'll give you 3 examples here. Sustainable construction. BASF construction materials and system solutions are used worldwide and ensure greater environmental and climate protection at lower cost and at the same time at greater comfort. Our broad range includes insulating materials and sealants, concrete admixtures, and much, much more. Second example, sustainable mobility. The future belongs to electronic mobility. Together with partners from industry and politics, BASF is participating in Germany's national platform for electromobility, which aims to establish Germany as a lead market and a top provider for electromobility. Thus, BASF is carrying out research into new battery systems that will make it possible to reduce costs significantly and increase the range of electric vehicles. Other areas of focus are fuel cells and lightweight construction materials. Third example, sustainable agriculture. The world's population is growing, while arable land and water resources are limited. BASF is looking for solutions to secure food supplies for the future. One example is our partnership with Monsanto. We are working together to develop genetically optimized crops that have higher yields and continue growing through droughts. A large proportion of BASF's innovations contribute to more climate protection. Around 1/3 of our R&D expenditures go into this area. Overall, the use of insulating materials, fuel additives, products for renewable energies, etc., sold by BASF in 2010 led to a reduction of 322 million metric tons of greenhouse gas emissions with our customers. This is more than 1/3 of Germany's total emission. And therefore, I'm sure that BASF has the strength and confidence to create a successful future. Playing a constructive part in this during my many years of service with the company, and in particular as chairman of the board of executive directors, has been very close to my heart. This job has given me 8 challenging and good years that I quite enjoyed. And this time I was privileged to meet many extraordinary people and learn a tremendous amount. I'm very thankful for this. I would like to thank my colleagues on the board for the spirit of constructive cooperation with which we led BASF to success together. My special thanks go to John Feldman. John, you're leaving the team. It was a great time with you. Dear Kurt Bock, we will be concluding today's annual meeting in the knowledge that the duties as chairman of BASF will be in very good hands with you. I wish you and the executive team, in particular the 2 new board members, Mark Zukala and Michael Heinz, the very best of success. I would like to thank all the members of the Supervisory Board for their positive and constructive cooperation, and many special thanks go to Egerhard Foscherau. As Chairman of the Supervisory Board, you were always a vigilant companion and valuable advisor. And I'm equally grateful to you, Professor Strube, as my predecessor, and then as Chairman of the Supervisory Board, which is good. You have always been an example and a precedent to me, far beyond your function, and on a personal level as well. The same applies for Professor Leibinger, previous chairman of the Supervisory Board, whom I would like to thank for his always good, and I would like to add, fatherly advice. I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart all the employees worldwide. It is only due to your extraordinary commitment that BASF was able to continue along its path to success, even during the difficult period of crisis. I am proud to be part of this team. Constructive dialogue with employee representatives, and not least the commitment of the trade union IGBCE, has made a significant contribution for that. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks for this. Special respect is due to a group that is rarely given public recognition, but without which our success would not be possible: the support of our partners and families. I thank my wife and children, Ingeborg, Stefan, Ursula, Sabine, with all my heart. And I would like to include in these thanks the partners and families of my colleagues. I would also like to thank our business partners for our successful cooperation, as well as the media representatives for their critical but fair reporting, generally fair reporting, and the representatives of the associations for our shared efforts and their involvement. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, my special thanks extend to you, BASF shareholders, for the trust you have placed in us. Please also put your trust in my successor, Bock, on the board of BASF executive team. And believe me, they deserve it.